What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video, and today we're talking about the guy on this jersey. I think you guys can see the name and the autograph that's on there, Patrick Marleau. Chris Johnston tweeted out that Patrick Marleau will sign a league minimum $700,000 one-year deal with the San Jose Sharks. Now, first of all, congratulations, Patrick Marleau. We all know there's a lot of Leaf fans that watch these videos. If you're one of those people, you know what has been going on with Patrick Marleau. And, you know, it's something really tough to talk about as, you know, a fan of Marleau, but also a fan of, you know, the Toronto Maple Leafs, because there were a lot of people that really loved Patrick Marleau, but they knew that he was not producing enough with the Maple Leafs to stay with the team, you know, making over $6 million. I know his actual money paid wasn't $6 million, but at a cap standpoint, that $6 million was still hitting the cap at over $6 million. So the Leafs really had to move away from that contract, and they, you know, it sucks because of the impact that he had on the young players in Toronto, of Mitch Marner and Austin Matthews specifically, and, you know, all the other young guys said the same thing, and even some of the older players, you know. He had an effect on some guys that were in their late, you know, or their early 20s, their mid-20s, their late 20s. It doesn't matter. He had an effect on everybody. And that's the type of leader that you want around your team. But at that number, and you have so many young guys to sign, the Leafs had to make a tough decision to get rid of a guy that Babcock liked using regardless of how he played, and shipping him to a team that he didn't want to play for. You know, he did the Leafs a solid by getting traded there. You know, got a buyout. He didn't want to play for Carolina. The Leafs gave up an asset to get rid of that cap hit, and Marleau agreed to all of it, said to Carolina, I don't want to play here. I'm trying to look for, you know, a deal back in San Jose, or find a deal that I'm more comfortable with to go home and play, you know, closer to home. And, you know, that's the thing. It's like he played for the Leafs for 2 years, and while his family moved with him, you know, for the kids and for his wife, apparently, according to what was said, you know, it's not the same. It's not the same as home. And how can you really blame a guy like Patrick Marleau for wanting to go back? You know, he was with San Jose his whole career. He's a Hall of Famer for sure. He's a legend. First ballot Hall of Famer, if you ask me. The guy is just, you know, he's an Iron Man. He plays hard. You know, he can put up some points. And I hope that he goes back to San Jose and just tears it up. You know, I want him to play so good, because he's just a class act. He's an awesome hockey player, but he just wasn't fitting with the Leafs and what they were trying to accomplish this year because of his cap hit. It wasn't going to work out, and the Leafs wanted to go in a different direction with how their lineup was built, and that's probably more so to a guy like Kyle Dubas not really, you know, wanting to have a guy like Patrick Marleau potentially play on the third line when you can give an opportunity for a guy like Trevor Moore, and of course now like a Mikheyev. You know, that they're getting the chance to be on that third line. And, you know, without a Marleau trade, the Leafs don't have the money to do some of the things that they were doing. So Patrick Marleau really did the Leafs a solid, and I'm happy that it's working out perfectly, because he's ending up back in San Jose and he's only missed a handful of games or less. So that's the best case scenario. Like, I'm super happy that this worked out for him. Ultimately, you know, his wife is on here tweeting, like, doing the Baby Shark remix on Twitter. Like, this is the best news that we've heard in a while. And you know, I honestly, like I said, I don't even care if he scores against the Leafs. I just hope he enjoys his time back home and does well, because that's what it's all about. You see the autograph on this jersey. I met Patrick Marleau multiple times, but when I got this jersey signed, I actually got the chance to talk to him. And it's not every day you get to skate up to a legend. I was on skating with Patrick Marleau on the ice last season. And, you know, this jersey, the numbers are felt, right? And the nameplate and the is felt. This is the Arenas jersey. And I bought this because I love the player Patrick Marleau. Like, I really like him, and I didn't care what he was doing on and off the ice. This right here is a piece of NHL history. This is Patrick Marleau, one of the greats of this game, and he got to play for my favorite team. But I walked up to him, and you know, the felt on the jersey, and I said, you know, Patty, this might be tough for you to sign. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do it. And he looked, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's felt. I'll give it a go. We're going to see here. And he put on a perfect signature. I don't know if you can see it. I showed it in another video, but the signature looks awesome. He also signed a picture for my sister, which is also down here somewhere. It's like in a frame like these. And the nicest guy. Took pictures with him, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous because it's Patrick Marleau. The guy's an absolute icon. And if you don't agree with that, then you don't have the same respect for the game as a lot of people do, because this man is an Iron Man. He's an absolute class act, and I can't wait till Patty Marleau steps on the ice back in Toronto, because he better get a loud ovation. I was tough on him. A lot of people were tough on him, but not to the point where we were like, get Patrick Marleau out of town. It was, you know, the cap hit isn't just going to work with what they want to do. And it's piercing, because you want to see Marleau, you know, be on a team that will win. And now he has a chance to do that. He would have had a chance in Carolina too this year, but now that he's back home, it just makes even more sense. And that San Jose team with good goaltending from Jones this year could win the Stanley Cup. So I'm proud to say that Marleau's on the Sharks. You guys already know that, but I'm just saying it myself. I'm very happy. And this is some of the best news we've heard in a while, NHL-wise. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. Love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. Congratulations to Patrick Marleau and his family, and Sharks fans. You know what? I'm rooting for you guys. I hope you do well this year, because Patty is a class act. Peace.